All right, looks like we're live. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Dry Shop Live. It's me, Aiden, and Rebecca. So just wanted to get started with some updates today. I don't even think we've had a chance to update the site yet, but FreshCoat, the multi-dose, and the individual preservative-free vials showed up today. I think we just got the
Oh,
email that they got delivered. So
yay.
yeah,
Oh
those are
man, I've been worried
available.
about those.
So yeah, back ordered two different products. I think the multi-dose ran out sooner than the interval. I can't really remember what the
Yeah,
story
that was
was on
on a
those,
while. Yeah.
but it's been gone a while. We're really happy to have them back. We weren't sure what the status was on those.
A question for you, Aiden. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'd forgotten to ask earlier. The Oasis multi-dose, did I see something that's on? Is that still out?
that's still out. The regular Oasis Tears multi-dose has been on back order.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no in stock date. I guess while we're on the subject, Clear Care, they're not very specific. End of this month or next month. I don't feel very confident in those responses. So still kind of waiting game with that one.
But they're at least giving out some sort of kind of dates.
They keep pushing it every time they're asked. So it's kind of getting to feel oddly familiar, strangely familiar every time we ask them.
Well, I think a whole lot of people that never bothered to try Clear Care Plus are now intimately familiar with it.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely would be interested in hearing people's experiences with ClearCare Plus if that's what you're using and it's not what you're used to. Uh, all right, I want to share my screen for just a little bit and go over our kind of Dry Eye Shop weekly page. So you can get here on our help menu, Dry Eye Shop weekly discount codes. This is just something I update on Mondays just about sales. And like I said, I didn't get a chance to update about FreshCoat since it came in today. But this week's sale is on budget eyewear. I tried to do more of an educational campaign for the newsletter and a specific email I sent out about budget eyewear. We'll come back to that. I want to talk a little bit about what moisture chambers are, and the Rebecca has some budget eyewear that she was going to demonstrate specifically. Let's see. And then I think the other thing I want to do is go to the back orders page and just put in a note about freebies. We're actually like down to less than 2 cases of Adipac. There was a time where we had so much of that. So I just wanted to give that update. We still got freebies. Most salines except for sclerofill from what I know. I'll just bring the list up here. So yeah, we get damaged products, we get returns that are in condition for us to give them out as freebies, and we also have samples from Oasis of the drops, and these are our freebies. We just ask you to pay the cost of shipping. It's kind of no questions asked policy. We reserve these for people with kind of special circumstances though. So you can email us, look at the list, and add these to your order or just place a freebie order. And if you pay for the cost of shipping, that's kind of the condition of the freebies program. So anyways, I'll get back to the back orders page. So we've Lacapure in stock, no longer stocking Adipac. Yeah, so FreshCoat, these are both here. Clear Care, we're not sure when they're going to be back in stock. No ETA on those. Retain HPMC was discontinued. Got out of stock on some of the natural ophthalmics drops. Some of, like we were saying, the Oasis Tears regular multi-dose is out of stock with no ETA. We've got some gels that are out of stock. Unfortunately, both Systane and Genteel are out of stock, hopefully coming back next month. And the new one this week was the Pure Lens Minis. We've known Pure Lens has been running low on those for a while, but they just ran out this week.
Oh, they're out
So
entirely now. Okay.
yeah, previously we were shipping all the minis from New Jersey, but now we're not able to do that. So unfortunately they're out of stock, and we have a note on the product about that.
Do we have any subscriptions of those?
We do have some subscriptions, and Heather's been contacting those people. I think some people have switched for now.
Okay. So we don't have any reserve stock.
We had some reserved and we ran out of that because we couldn't, we just weren't able to order any stock from them. Yeah, we had a few and that ran out. And I think we actually had to use one for an overnight order. So anyways, I just want to do that.
So
So
if
I
people
think,
need travel size buffered saline, which is what, I mean, one of the strengths of Pure Lent Minis, that was the 2-ounce bottles of it, then if you can't get any of those minis anywhere else, the best fallback for that is going to be scleral fill. Same stuff, but in the little 10 mil. Oh, I have one on my desk. These little guys.
yeah.
Travel.
So from what I've heard, the manufacturer is completely out. I don't know if maybe Amazon would have minis or somewhere else. Yeah. So there's that. So yeah, I think I'll move back to the budget eyewear topic. We use the term moisture chamber or dry eyeglasses pretty frequently, but I guess it's not necessarily a term that people come into, into contact with too much. It's kind of intuitive. There are these glasses that will form somewhat of a seal around your eye and keep moisture in and keep wind and other movement or particles just kind of out, protecting your eyes. I don't know if Rebecca, you wanted to show some of the budget
Yeah,
items that we have or add anything to that.
sure. I mean, I do want to mention, I like using the term dry eye glasses. We're used this term moisture chambers, which was used for forever. And it's a little more familiar in the medical world, but there can be a lot of confusion with that term as to whether this is like glasses that have a shield on them, glasses or goggles for use during the day, as in an optical product, versus like a nighttime thing. Either, I mean, things like the old, what you call them, the night eyes or the Ortolux patches, something that's closing one eye in overnight, or like our IECO, gives me eye seals and quartz shields. A lot of people would refer to those as a moisture chamber. So like if somebody's doctor says, well, I think you should get some moisture chambers, you definitely want to clarify, are we talking about something to use during the day or something to use at night? It's surprising to me sometimes how much that gets confused. I remember actually, when an ophthalmology journalist friend of mine was writing something up for one of the trade journals a few years back. And I noticed she had sent me a draft because I had a quote in there, and there was several doctors that had been interviewed for it. And I read through the notes and I realized, boy, some of them are talking about night, some of them are talking about day, and it's not that obvious. So I was like, wow, we need a kind of disambiguation thing here to clarify. Anyway, yeah, so it's all about sealing your eyes in. And I mean, we often put like the Sienna glasses on sale here, which are like the ones I often wear at the office, these guys. But you do not have to go fancy and expensive to get protection. We've had some things we've sworn by for lots and lots of years. There's like the Guard Dogs Evader goggles, and I mean they look kind of horrific. These are more like ski goggles, right, or motorcycle goggles, but man, do they do a good job. They have this really thick, deep, comfortable foam. If you're in the privacy of your own home and don't care what you look like, I mean, that's about as good as protection gets. And I know people who use these like walking around the neighborhood too. We've all got varying degrees of comfort with what wearing these things does to our looks, but there are times where people go through a thing where it's more kind of function over form. So those evaders are like, I don't know, $35, and you've got them on sale this week, I think. Then the outfitters, these ones are like fit overs, but with this foam. So I can't fit these, I don't think, over my glasses. I got kind of a big face and bigger glasses. I mean, they will go over it. It's just the foam won't go to my skin. But for somebody with a smaller face and smaller glasses than me, if the glasses are within the range of the size, you'll see that specified on the site, and they can slip in there. You can get that same effect of foam right to the skin all the way around, but over your glasses. So it makes it more functional for people who have higher glasses prescriptions. There's other ones like the Onion goggles, which have been around for forever. Anyway, all that to say, there's just kind of something in everyone's budget. And we also have, is it CG2? What are those ones that are like,
Yeah,
they're kind of
just
safety goggles? I have a sneaking fondness for safety goggles. I have a pair of those in my car because they're clear all around, right? So you don't get your vision at the sides cut off, but they give really good protection. So middle of the summer, you've got the air conditioning in your car blasting, and sometimes you can get away with just having the upper vents closed, but sometimes you really need that. And if you're in a warmer climate too, so getting some just all around protection can keep your comfort going and, maybe help with driving, being able to drive a little bit more.
Perfect.
Anything I missed?
No, that was great. Yeah, I don't know how many people are going to go ahead and buy budget eyewear, but just like to put that out there as like the topic for the week. Yeah, the category.
It's
people,
really about the
yeah, to know
concept,
about.
not the, here, buy some goggles here. We
Yeah.
know everybody's going to buy most of their goggles on Amazon or wherever they can, but I just want people to know when you're trying to get your eye comfort under control, it's all about covering up. That's increasing the humidity in the space in front of your eyes, but it's also just decreasing airflow over your eyes. So when your tear film is broken up and your nerve endings on your cornea are just exquisitely sensitive and they're just sitting there exposed, just walking across the room, that amount of air movement over your eyes can just start triggering more dry eye symptoms. So when you've got that air just kind of trapped and with extra moisture, so nothing's moving around and nothing's drying out, that's all about keeping more comfortable, just being practical.
Perfect. I'll just share my screen one more time and show our resource on this. Oops, gotta click the share button. Let's see, this is our knowledge base, products.dryeyeshop.com, and we do have an article about dry eye glasses. And thanks, Rebecca, for the clarification on the term. I've been using moisture chamber, but dry eye glasses, yeah.
They're both
See that
fine.
here.
It's just
Yeah.
somewhere in the conversation, if the word optical or glasses for daytime or something. Because
Yeah.
I find also sometimes people will talk about they need those special glasses for night, and they actually mean goggles to sleep in. So people will use glasses for the nighttime thing and goggles for the daytime. It's just terminology gets all mixed up.
Yeah. So we do have an article about this, the brands that we sell, the brands that we don't sell. And then the budget eyewear we kind of get into towards the bottom of the page.
I can't really see that from here,
Yeah.
but the 7-Eye air shields, I would just really want to highlight those and the Wiley X climate control to those two brands. Those have just been a mainstay for the dry eye community for more than 20 years.
Yeah.
You want to be comfortable outdoors doing your outdoorsy stuff, hiking, biking, whatever. Those are ways to get, more of your ordinary life activities back.
And if you have a prescription, you kind of have two options. You can either try on a pair of kind of prescription style dry eye glasses, find the one that works for you and get your prescription lenses in. Or if you're okay with doing like an over RX option, those Outfitters, the Guard Dogs, Evader, and Commander glasses can go over your glasses. So sometimes a good intermediate step or a good solution if you have prescription glasses and you don't want to buy a new pair, you don't want to buy a new frame and lenses for those.
The hardest situations are people with high prescriptions, because things like the Wiley X and the 7-Eyes and the Siennas won't take those prescriptions. And also the lower end things too, like the Guard Dogs and stuff that take prescription lenses, they won't take those high prescriptions. So there you kind of got either something going over your glasses, or you're looking at custom moisture chambers, which have kind of not that many places you can get them made, and they're pretty costly. But if anybody needs help trying to figure out where or how, just always reach out to us. Happy to help.
Yeah, I stopped sharing my screen, but we do have some names of some places that do custom moisture chambers on that page in our product guide for dry glasses. And I just wanted to kind of follow what I wrote in the newsletter. A couple things worth talking about. I've been sharing our customer feedback reviews, and most of those are 5 stars every week. I put the 5-star ones that leave comments, but we did have a couple 3-star ones this week. One person had a FedEx 2-day order that took about 5 days to arrive. So they let us know about that. And I know how they responded to them. To me, it looked like that one went ground from the tracking, just stopped daily.
You mean we submitted it as a 2-day, but
yeah, but the
shipped
tracking
around?
showed it.
What happens? What do we do in that case? What do we do for the customer?
So
that
2-day was the cheapest shipping option for that one. And unfortunately, FedEx only guarantees overnight shipments. It's been that way since COVID really. So in our order confirmations, we do say that, here are shipping options and we can't guarantee FedEx 2-day. I think 5 days is about our cutoff for refunding the shipping on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. If it goes longer than 5 days, that's yeah. Yeah. But
Shit.
normally if someone's 2-day order, if they paid for 2 days and it didn't come in time, we would say, that really took 5 days. So that's a ground order. So, we'll refund you down to what it would have cost to take ground. But the 2-day was the cheapest in that instance.
Mm.
The other thing, someone had a review saying that the iLock just stuck to their skin too much. So we ended up taking a return on that. It was a box of 50 and we really try to push the 5-pack, but yeah.
Yeah, we do. I can understand people don't want to, like, if they're fairly confident, they don't want to have to wait for more to come if they end up liking it. That one, man, I try so hard to get that information out there. It's like, it's a great product for a lot of people, but for certain people, for some reason, that stuff can stick so uncomfortably. It could just be a bad experience. And
the strategy I like with ordering iLock for the first time is order a 5-pack and order a box of 50. Open up the 5-pack. If it works, then you've got an extra box there. If it doesn't, just return the unopened box. And,
that's smart. Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, I've seen a couple people do that, and I thought, yeah, that was a good idea. And I guess my last thing, unless Rebecca has anything else to add afterwards, is spurred by the budget eyewear sale this week. I was just thinking about kind of the point of the newsletters and wanting to provide as much information and put as many new products and new ideas in front of people as possible, just to see what sticks. So, I mean, on the one hand, we put our newsletters out on Thursday, and I have never missed a newsletter. That would be kind of not the point, kind of unthinkable, because, it helps with sales, but in the end, it's about getting information to people. And, I think it's kind of fun to play the part of someone who's reading it and think about putting a new product in front of them. Maybe there's enough there to have them click on it and think, that might work for me, or I've never heard about that. I could ask my doctor or read the reviews or something. It's easy, and it's been something that we've been thinking about. It's easy to just order for one category on our site and not realize that we have so many other products. So it's just, something I like to think about is what new information can we bring to people, not what useless crap can I get someone to buy this week.
Broadening horizons for things that can actually probably be useful. I mean, when eye problems tend to come in clusters, and you've got one issue, more likely to have another one too. So there's a lot of overlap there. It's such a huge thing to me that Aiden does these newsletters, because it's a lot of work, and I did it for a long time, but I don't know that I ever did it quite as faithfully as Aiden does. I like also just, we like to be our little individualistic selves here. And I love just doing things differently. I mean, we don't just put out those 5-star reviews everywhere. You ever come across a company that highlights the reviews that were less than that? But we want to talk about, what are the realities? These are the realities. Stuff happens. Not everything does get delivered on time. Not every product does suit people. There are bad experiences, and we don't want to shy away from talking about the realities of it.
Yeah, and I on our homepage, we have this really nice feature showing the recent reviews on our products, and I've thought about just including more of those, or one of those every week.
I love
just
that.
to get more voices about the product. So yeah, that was my little challenge. Click on a link or learn something new in the newsletter if you have an extra minute. Who knows what you'll find out. Anyways, it's been a good long live stream. So
and running out of time here, but I don't know if you wanted to say anything about what we're doing tomorrow.
Yes, I put that in the newsletter. I'm excited to do it and share pictures next week. We have a team retreat tomorrow afternoon. We're gonna shut down shipping early. We have an early cutoff, and man, I should have put that in the newsletter now that I'm thinking about it. But that'll be on the site, 11 o'clock shipping cutoff, so we can kind of circle together as a team and talk about where we are and where we're headed. And then on Saturday, we have a full day whale watching trip leaving from Port Townsend. The weather looks like it'll be pretty pleasant, and I don't know how many of us, if anyone, has ever been on a whale watching trip, so I'm excited.
I was not on a boat. I remember a little bit of whale watching, Friday Harbor, really, I mean, like 25 years ago, but I just don't even remember the last time I was up in the San Juans at all. I'm
Yeah.
looking for this so much.
Yeah, yeah, it's a special part of the state, and you don't just end up in the San Juans. So it's nice that we could all plan it and do it together. So yeah, look forward to pictures, and I'll talk about that next week in the newsletter. All right. That's it for now. Take care, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.